Hello children, let us start with the helping verbs or which is also called as auxiliary verbs. Yes, now in the last period I had given you a short summary of the verbs, the types of verbs that they come in your sentences, isn't it? Today we are going to see the helping verbs which are also called as auxiliary verbs. Now these verbs are used to help the main verbs. You know that helping verbs help the main verbs in a sentence. Yes, these helping verbs are used to write the tenses. Yes, when you write a sentence in tenses, that is to show or to tell the time of the action done, whether it is done in the present, past or future. So they are used in most of the tenses, and that's why they are called as helping verbs. Yes, now the most important helping verbs are be, do and have. These are the three forms of the helping verbs. Yes, now sometimes they can be used as main verb or they can also be used as a linking verb. Yes, main verb. Why do we say as main verb? Because they act as a main verb, because the main verb is absent in the sentence and they link the subject with the other information about the subject. You know that, isn't it? So let us see the family, or you can say members of the B family. We are going to do with the first type, that is to be. This is the first form. Okay. Now the members of this family are is, are, am, was, were. Okay, these are the members of this family and they are used as the helping verbs here. Okay, these now all these members of this family act as a main verb and helping verb. Yes, so let us see how they act as a main verb and helping verb in the sentences when they come. Now first of all, is, are, am, they are used in present tense, and was and were are used in past tense verb. You know that. Yes, so now when they act as a helping verb, they act as a helping verb when they come in your continuous tenses. They come in continuous tenses, that is present continuous, past continuous and future continuous. Yes, so they are used in your continuous tenses. Example, he is running, I am running, etc. Yes, now here you can see in these examples, you can see that there is a main verb in ing form. Yes, and there is a helping verb which helps the main verb or supports the main verb in a sentence to make it complete or make a sense. In the second example, I am running. Again, you can see the main verb here is running. The action done here is running. And who is supporting the main verb here? Am. Yes, so this way they help the main verbs, they support the main verbs, and that's why they act as a helping verb there. Yes, to support the main verb in the sentence. But if I use them one more type, they can come when your verbs are ending with ed. Yes, if your main verb end in ed or en, you use these helping verbs before the words here. That is, I was frightened. When I write I was frightened, I am using them as helping verb here because it supports the main verb frightened in ed. Yes, so was is the helping verb supporting the main verb frightened. Yes, so this is the way they come as your helping verbs. Now let us see when they come as your main verb or linking verb when I say. Yes, okay, they come as your linking verb. Yes, or main verb Why I call it as main verb? Because they link something. So they tell about the qualities of any member in your family, or they tell about who you are. Okay, for example, Jenny is a girl. Yes, here you don't have any action verbs, isn't it? So, who act as a main verb? Who acts as a main verb here? Is. Now you can call it as linking verb because it links the subject Jenny with the other information in the sentence. Yes, so it supports or links. Yes, okay. Now one more I can say, I am an engineer. In this sentence again you can see that you have am as your linking verb which links I with an engineer in the sentence. So this is how they come as helping or as linking or main verbs in your sentence. So they have also come, or they are also used to ask questions or negative sentences that you will learn it later when we learn about it. Yes, now there is a small homework for you. Before that, I wanted to show the subject pronouns along with this is, are and was, were, along these family members who are the subject that come as in your sentence, the subject pronouns. Now you can see here there is a chart over here. Yes, there is a chart over here where I have written here that I is a singular subject pronoun and it is the first person, I. First person is always who talks. Yes, here again we is again a singular first person plural pronoun. So I and we are first person, I is singular, we is plural. Here you can see second person here. Second person is whom you talk to, whom I am talking to. Now you can come as a singular subject, you can also come as a plural subject. Okay, and third person is singular pronoun is he is when you talk about a male. She is again a third person when you talk about female, or it when you talk about animal or thing. They are singular subjects, and here they is again third person plural subject. So this will help you to remember the first person, second person, third person used subjects, used pronouns with your helping or linking verbs. Yes, now before I end my session, I want you to note down the homework. Page number 8 and 9 we are going to complete it. Yes, okay, and class book page number 17. Page number 17. So complete this as your homework and keep it ready.